G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a quad harpoon gun. Just ignore those super mutants, they do that all the time. It's attention-seeking behavior. It's got bullets exploding for area damage and 90% reduced weight. God rolls on a harpoon gun because it quadruples the ammo capacity, which is usually 1 to 4, which is a massive for a weapon like this, and reduced weight is great for keeping this nice and light in the inventory, and the bullets exploding make this thing hit scan. Now, note that this thing is actually legacy now. Harpoon guns can't drop with the bullets exploding anymore, probably because it's bugged, because what happens is when you shoot stuff with explosives, the explosion themselves has the chance to get the harpoon back in the inventory of the thing you shot at, and you could exploit that by shooting at a corpse to gain infinite harpoons. Too bad you can't sell the harpoons to the Protectron, because I would be very, very rich, because I'd do that over and over and over, because grind sucks, man. So we're getting 420 damage with this thing, which we're going to change because that's the stupid weed number. So let's chuck on some of these perks to make that good. But 420 damage, apart from being a meme because haha funny, is actually decent because a lot of weapons when they're fully perked out don't actually reach that kind of damage. And instead of bullet shield, we'll chuck on lock and load for faster reloads. We're going to be reloading this 4 times less than a standard. Maybe not 4 times less, but a hell of a lot less than a standard one-shot in the tube harpoon gun, so that's good. We'll also chuck on demolition exit. We've also got stabilized to increase the accuracy and armor penetration when in power armor, which we'll be using, and we might be utilizing nerd rage. We'll see how we go. We've got dodgy and action girl to make us nice and tanky. Ricochet is also there because why not? And bloody mess goes on. So all of those perks, Ricochet, Dodgy, and Action Girl, are all sort of damage avoidance stuff. So I do happen to go into Nerd Rage. I've got a very good chance at, shrugging off any bullet damage, which is helpful, and shrugging off 30% of it, of the stuff that I can't, provided I've got action points, so don't be jumping around or jetpacking, that's for sure. And the legendary perks are as follows. This is a nice safety net. Nothing else here is really all that great. I did move a lot of these, did get a lot of these ones just to boost the maximum perks that I can have. Basically, what I need is, what I needed was a lot of intelligence, and what I think I might do now is chuck a little bit more into luck, because I'm happy with adrenaline being at 12. But if I can get extra luck, so an extra, like 3 perks, so I could chuck on something like 1 gun army, as well as have Ricochet and Bloody Mess, I reckon that'd be pretty good. But less talking about what direction my build is going in. This thing's almost doing 1,000 damage fully spec'd, and we can boost that even more with Nerd Rage, because that's what I'm going to do. And if you don't like it, well, you can click off the video. Okay, so here we are not playing Cyberpunk, and this is what the harpoon gun looks like. We've all seen this thing before. Let's get started. Also, damage is 1389, and yes, that's pretty good. I've also got Strangleheart power armor, so I think I noticed the Strangleheart legendary effects applying to like each projectile this way back, something like that, something to do with shotguns. But I'm gonna shoot stuff. I'm gonna one-shot them because I can. Now we do have the ability to sneak attack crit stuff, so what I might do is utilize that for something like the Myler Queen, especially because she's strong now, and then the Super Mutant Behemoth that I'll be taking on later in the video, if we don't one-shot them already, that is. But as you can tell, we're doing pretty good here, and I'm actually, yeah, I think I made the right decision in making myself have the extra, what do they call it, the extra health, the less health for extra damage, right? Nerd Rage and the like, because I can just clear out these guys in one hit, and we can get some harpoons back. Oops, I kind of just took everything then, but yeah, that's how easy it is. It's a weapon that basically feeds itself, so you'll never run out of ammo, which is great for this game, because if you don't have to grind for ammo, great, because you can grind for other things instead. The problem is that this thing is a little bit resource heavy on the repairs, and you'll find that throughout use you're going to knacker this thing pretty quickly. So what you could do is probably, you know, like release the accelerator on the damage side of things by pulling, there, we just got a double kill there, nice. Take that, doggo, a big old mouthful of harpoons, spicy explosive harpoons, very good. But yes, what you could do instead of having Demo Expert to make this thing do heaps more damage than it needs to, you could probably just slow down a little bit, grab Gunsmith instead, and have it last for 50% longer, which is, I think, a better option for this if you're not you know, willing to crank out all of the damage all the time if you don't need to, which you probably don't have to. But of course Bethesda nerfs the better weapons in the game because they're running a fun police operation over at Bethesda Fallout 76 HQ. Not cool, Todd. Give us our fun back and also our multiplicative damage. And if you don't, I'm going to complain about it in my next video, and everyone's sick of it, so... If you are sick of me complaining about the lack of damage that we get these days, great drop. Perfect drop. Well, email Todd Howard, his specific email. I don't know what it is. It's probably like Todd Howard at iownbethesda.com. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe a 50% chance. So, we're doing pretty well. I don't think we've actually had the Harpoon gun trigger any of the effects from the Strangleheart because I've just been killing them so quickly, and the ones that I didn't kill in one shot were so low that probably could have bothered to find out whether that worked. But what I might do here is, since we are killing these guys in one shot and we know it, we might as well just try to preserve this thing's strength. And I think I don't have to worry about that with the ghouls either, because those guys, they're going to be even squishier than these mutants. Now, I don't think this thing can trigger that bug where the shot doesn't consume ammo and you can just keep shooting, because this thing, it doesn't have the rate of fire to do it. So, yeah, maybe if you're lagging that much or playing on a console, you might see something like that, but I don't think I can experience it. I can try. I can give it a go, but I don't think anything will come of it. What I could probably do here is get some harpoons back, and shooting at a corpse, just blow this doggo across the room. Like, used one, got two back out of that. That's pretty good. Another good thing about a weapon like this is that if you just want to use a harpoon gun, like for your entire existence in this game, you don't have to carry a whole lot of ammo around because you get it back right away. So you could limit yourself to maybe 50 of them, a little bit less, a little bit more. Problem is with that, if it's an explosive harpoon, you'll have trouble doing much against Scorch Beast. But I suppose Earl, who doesn't have a dumb explosive resistant sort of thing about him because of bugs or design, really. I guess it's design, because the Scorch Beasts have funky hitboxes, and the way they anchor them to the ground apparently is what months the explosive damage against them. But yeah, I reckon it's a pretty viable way to play. The trouble is getting this, because it's no longer able to be received via drops. So that means the RMT market is going to froth this one. So thanks for feeding that, Bethesda. Very, very nice of you. I really hope that one day Bethesda allows players to create their own legendaries. Then I wouldn't have to exist to tell people what's good or not. You can just test it yourselves, right? That'd be good. Then I can play more Cyberpunk. Just kidding, the cash from these Fallout 76 videos is nice. And you know what? The Commodores ain't going to be paying for themselves. I'm going to do some cheeky little, what do you call it, the purified waters here, just to keep me from not dying. Because dying kind of sucks, man. Haven't died in real life to let you know, but I'm going to assume that it sucks. But you know what doesn't suck? This harpoon gun, and it's doing pretty well for itself. I do believe that... okay, you can see that I've stacked the effect of the Strangleheart legendary effect, because he was really... like, he was covered in that. They're covered in the poison sort of shit that comes out of them, right? And normally the effect's more subtle than that, but that's a lot more intense than normal. I'm trying to get a light shot on them to see if it actually works that way, but I don't think I can do it. No, I'm just killing them too quickly. Might run out of ammo in a second. No, just kidding. I got 3 out of that one. Righto, lads. Now that's an ammo efficient way to run this, and a nice little explosion at the end there just to really seal the deal. Good old power armor, holding it together. Very nice. We're really running low on the old ammos here. I want to go have to craft them. That'd suck. We done here? Not quite. What is left? I think it's the dudes outside, surely. But yes. this. We'll try to do this without running out of ammo, and then I'll just off camera pick up all of the harpoons from the fallen ghouls. Maybe you were putting me in caution. Well, not anymore. Okay, so I only managed to scrounge another 8 out of the ghouls that I killed, but that's okay because we can get a sweet little double kill here, and if we manage to pick off, well, we end up gaining 2 out of that. So we're playing this on scavenger mode, I suppose, just to, you know, swap things out a little bit. I usually got a ton of ammo at my disposal, and the decision to bring the dogs in was a tactical move because now the doggo is dead. I didn't get any ammo out of that. Well, that was dumb, wasn't it? Oh, mate, the laser gun needs to go down. And fun fact about Ricochet, if you're using Strangleheart power armor, the bullet that is reflected back from Ricochet is, it's yours. The game thinks it's yours, so you get the Strangleheart legendary effect, which is some good synergy. And thanks, Tiff, for letting us all know about that after your discussion with the data miners. Good stuff. So we've got 14 now, so we're slowly gaining and clawing our way back to have more ammunition. We might have to craft a bunch for the Scorched Beast section, although we could probably just farm them from, I guess, maybe the Scorched that are spawned when they see you. Who knows? There's this guy's head. We'll just creep in here. We'll probably aggro him with the damage over time surrounding us. I expect to get tons from this guy. We got 3. We got 100% of what we did back. Well, that won't do. That's better. I'm gonna stop. Okay, whilst I'm standing in this water, I'm gonna try to regain some ammo here. It looks like I can two-fang this. That's interesting. You gotta be firing super faster, and yeah, I've been shooting at him, and he gives me my harpoons. Nice. Okay, after crafting not a single harpoon later, this thing is now got 61. And mind you, shooting at something's corpse doesn't actually kill you. I mean, it doesn't kill you if you're standing far enough back, but it doesn't kill the weapon. I'm going to chuck Demo Expert back on because we've got some tough foes that we're going to be facing. Not the basic Mylurk, the Mylurk Kangs. They're a little bit more on the scary side. We actually managed to get a sneak critical there. Maybe. Oh, Queen's out to play already. I wanted full adrenaline, but I think the explosion triggered from that aggroed her. So we'll just shoot her in the face a little bit. I saw that health rubber banding back. I'm not particularly happy about it, but we managed to kill her very, very easily indeed. And I do think it was a good idea grabbing the extra things. And oh, we got a bunch of things back. I think that all of the different hitboxes that bats can target can potentially spawn things. And there's a Mylurk Kang. Look at him jumping down there. Come on, mate. Out you come. Try to two-fang it. Not happening. There we go. Now, unlike the super mutant dogs, those guys don't continue to scream after you've killed them. And this one is extremely unobservant because I've killed his entire race and then, well, at least his entire friend base. Everyone he knows and loves is dead. Now he is. Now he can join them in the crab afterlife. Whoops, forgot one. Okay, so now we're going to fight some Scorched Beasts. I've swapped, what's it called, the dodgy perk for Enforcer because I want to start crippling them before they land. I'm actually worried about this thing breaking on me because, as you can tell, she's about to go, she's about to blow. That's fine though, and we've got a Mylurk Queen versus a Scorched Beast. Wow, the bat's getting its ass handed to him. Yeah, Mylurk Queens are no joke these days. They've got some 8,000 health or something, which is very impressive. And they can kill you very easily. And what I might do here is just pop one of these nice and quick because otherwise I'd be wondering, hey, where's she going? She's booking it out of here. Doesn't want any part of this. I'm gonna stop you right there. And then do a stim pack because she landed some of that nasty damage over time on me. You know, I feel like that the Strangleheart power armor should have some sort of inherent poison resistance on it. I feel like that would make sense because, you know, it uses poison to attack your enemies or acid damage. It is poison though. So there's something Bethesda could buff Strangleheart with. I mean, we've already got legendary perks to it, but if you wanted to, not use that legendary perk slot and have Strangleheart instead, and statistically better defense-wise, I think, is the power armor that you get from the Secret Service blokes. And there's the Mirelurk. No, it's not a Mirelurk. Very batty-looking Mirelurk. But yes, this fella, he's gonna die. And we almost just one-hit killed the bastard flying in midair. I guess somehow we managed to get the explosion damage on him mid-flight. That might be a VATS targeting computer doing that, however. And we'll just keep on attacking him and see if we can't get some of that stacking goodness of Strangleheart. No. Tell you what, though, that was one of the more effective explosive weapons I've ever used on a Scorch Beast. Normally they wouldn't give you the time of day when you shoot him with one of those, like, yeah, whatever. But no, that one dropped pretty well. Obviously, we didn't do a whole lot of damage, and if they were landed, we probably would have done slightly better. But still, I feel like that was a decent performance out of an explosive weapon. And yeah, you could potentially look at this thing as being unbalanced, but this thing's got nowhere near as much DPS as a Gatling plasma of the explosive variety, so, there's, you can't really talk about imbalance without bringing up that, and this thing is nowhere near it. But anyways, if this video seems rushed, then it kind of is, because I want to play some goddamn Cyberpunk. This has been the quad explosive weightless harpoon gun, and it's actually a really good thing to use and a good weapon. I'm glad I have it. Thank you to the person who gave it to me. Appreciate it. What the hell is this? What in... Okay, so the water from the rain is just gonna pull into there, is it? Yeah, great idea, great roof design. Yeah, after the disappointment that was the Gatling, the Gauss Gatling gun thingy, the minigun yesterday, this is a nice little bit of a refresher for Tinkerbell and her power armor suit. So, yeah, it's not like all of the heavy weapons are trash, but some of them are just garbage. Broadsider. That's enough from me. I'm rambling now. Thank you very much for watching, guys.